Ladies and gentlemen, I am actually surprised and shocked at the same time. I didn't know you guys love me this much. I didn't know you guys care about my well-being to this extent. I'm actually humbled. I decided to take a break from this analysis until next year. But I think I made a mistake of not notifying you guys about the move. So, first day elapsed. By second day, I started receiving your messages. I started receiving your calls. Most of you guys asking whether anything was wrong, whether I'm okay, why I've not done analysis about this, expressing how you've missed the analysis. I was actually shocked. But I'm here, although temporary, to fulfill one of your requests. During that period, most of you guys had requested me to talk about an incident that took place on Friday in Kisumu. For those who follow the politics of this country, on Friday, Ondungiranda was coronated as the new chair of the Luo Council of Elders. That event was attended by all political leaders from Luo Nyanza, MPs, governors, MCAs, and everybody in Luo Nyanza except those who are allied to Kenya Kwanza and William Ruto. And I know most of you guys assumed that the event was about the installation of Ondungiranda as the chair of the Luo Council of Elders. The truth of the matter is that behind the scenes, William Ruto and his team from Nyanza, who are allied to him, had schemed to install new leadership of the Luo Council of Elders. Raila Odinga thwarted that move. That's why before that event, you saw this kind of drama.
Tena hapa ndio tunaapisha Ker Ondungiranda anaapishwa hapa, hakuna mahali ingine. Kama mkunatia za Jumatatu tarehe 22 mkuje na watu 1000. Hakuna. Kiongozi Raila Odinga, Raila akishaongea, nani anaongea tena? Raila amemaliza mambo. Na tumeona si watu wengine wanatumiwa na interior. Tuliona watu. Nyinyi ndio mna impose Ker Nyandiko. Ker ni Ondungiranda.
The guy making noise there is Aduinyang, the MCA for Market Milimani. He had gone there with a group of people after they'd gotten wind that William Ruto and his team had also secured permit to use the same venue where Raila Odinga and his team were supposed to install the new Ker. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is currently the president of the Republic of Kenya. He has his team here, led by Elido Wallo and Rio Modo. So these guys had also decided that they wanted to teach Raila Odinga some political lesson on that day. So using their powers, Nyandiko and the team, as you can see there, they are at Kondele police station, had gone to Kondele police station and secured permit. Because Raila Odinga and the team had said, we are going to use that venue. So Nyandiko and the team went to Kondele police station. After being advised by Ruto and the team, they secured the permit to use the same venue. And because they are the people who had the permit, technically they were the people who are going to get the police protection. Let me just read for you this permit so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Let me just get for you the permit which Nyandiko and the team, the William Ruto allied team, had secured. This is what the letter is saying there. Although it's not very clear, but I can read it. It says, special AGM to be held on the 22nd day, 2023 at Ofafa Memorial Hall. The letter is actually dated on the 13th day of December. By that time, Raila Odinga and the team had said we are going to install Omondi as the Ker. Now, just listen to the letter so that you can understand the behind-the-scene politics that you guys didn't know about. This is to notify all members that there will be a special general meeting of the Luo Council of Elders on the above dates at Ofafa Memorial Hall on Friday, 22nd December 2023, starting at 9 a.m. We have invited the following leaders attached, so they attached the list, to grace this special occasion. So they had also invited their team, their leaders. None of the elected leaders, but so they also have their leaders, including Oscar Sudi, to attend the event. And it proceeds. Note, I want you to note, only registered members will be allowed into the hall. That's where the catch is. So these guys have the permit to use the hall. Ofafa hall can accommodate, I think, not more than 1,000 people. So they have the permit to use the hall. And they're saying, for you to enter, only registered members. So they wanted, after securing the permit, then they came up with a list of leaders or of elders they wanted to the venue. So these elders were given identification. So these were the elders who are going to be allowed. And the police was supposed to condone of our memorial hall so that nobody was going to be there. And that's why even things like churches in there were pulled down, because they didn't want anybody there. They just wanted to execute this plan. Remove everybody, businesses, those car wash guys, remove all of them, secure the place, have the elders there, secure the place, then only members. So it means if you are not a registered member, you are not going to be allowed to offer. And they were going to do their whole thing, then leave. Now let's proceed with what the letter is saying. The letter is saying agendas for that day. Unity of the whole Luo nation. So they want unity. You see, the truth is, the Nyandiko team has always opposed the Luo. In 2017, when the entire Luo was supporting Raila, they opposed. In 2013, in 2022, when the entire Luo nation rallied around Raila Odinga, Nyandiko team opposed Raila Odinga. So it means they have always been on that side. They actually supported Ruto at that time. So now they're talking of unity of the whole Luo nation. And then they're talking of Gazette of Fafa as a national monument, because they have the power. They wanted to do that. That's why if you listen to Raila Odinga in his speech stated clearly that he has the title to Fafa. Because that land, I think, was donated by Jaramogi. You know, there's a lot of story about Ofafa. And then number 3, listen to number 3, which is very important. They are saying respect and cordial relations amongst all elected leaders. So when they talk of respect and cordial relations amongst all elected leaders, they meant elected leaders as William Ruto. That's why they're saying all. These guys don't have regard for elected MPs who are ODM. They don't have regards for elected governors in Luo Nyanza. But because they are led to Ruto, they are now hiding that all elected. And they are concluding Luo traditional parliament that deals with communal issues. And this letter is signed by Calvin Ariko, who is the treasurer, signed by Kenyan Diko, someone called Secretary General Silas Olala Abong. So this group wanted to hijack an event that Raila Odinga and the team had secured. So the biggest question is, why do you think William Ruto is interested in the Luo Council of Elders politics? Because William Ruto is not a Luo. Why would he be interested in it? That's exactly what I want us to do in this video. But before you do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before we dive in, allow me to also thank the following people for the Christmas gift they sent to me. Masiva, Ogaro, Kinyanjui, and Muriki. Thank you so much. I received it yesterday and today. I'm so grateful. And ladies and gentlemen, allow me to also wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Why would William Ruto be interested in Luo Nyanza politics, especially the Council of Elders? Number one, William Ruto intends, or his intention, is to use the elders to advance his agenda. The truth of the matter is that there is the belief that Raila Odinga might not be on the ballot. And in case Raila Odinga will not be on the ballot, then it is expected that the elders are supposed to offer the direction the community should vote. I think William Ruto's biggest mistake is always using the rebels. That one can work in places like Central Kenya or Mount Kenya. It can't work here in Nyanza because there's no way Luos can follow people who are just viewed as rebels, but he intends to use them for his agenda. The truth is, if Raila will not be on the ballot, then the option would be two: either to support Ruto or to support the person Raila Odinga will direct them to. And that's where Ruto is looking at. Ruto believes that Raila might not support him. So in that case, with the Council of Elders, they can offer the community. So he's looking at that. That's why he's keen on having his people at the leadership of the Council of Elders. So that is the main intention. Number two, William Ruto is also keen, and he's tried this severally without success, on splitting the Luos. And there's always been this attempt. It didn't begin with Ruto. Moi attempted it to split Luo Nyanza into Central and South. But it has always failed. Do you know why? There is no way you can split, for example, the people of Sakwa, who are from one lineage. Some are in Bondo, some in Migori County. How do you separate them? How do you separate the people of Game in Siaya and the people of Game in Homa Bay when they are related? How do you separate the people of Kogelo, for example, in Alego, and the ones you saw when Obama came from that side? They're related. So it simply means this group of people, their forefathers, either the brother or the cousin, left and went to South Nyanza. Or someone from South Nyanza left and came to this side. So there's always been that attempt to divide the Luos as according to South or Central. It cannot work. It has failed. William Ruto is keen on that. The reason they want that is because they believe now Rayo Molo as the principal secretary for Interior is very powerful, and therefore they can bulldoze and advance that kind of politics. I don't think it's going to succeed. Number three, Ruto is also keen on diverting the attention of Raila Odinga from the main issue, focusing on the agenda. By involving himself in this kind of politics, then Raila Odinga was then going to focus on the Council of Elders. In fact, if you followed the whole event, Raila Odinga actually came to Kisumu on Thursday and went personally to Ofafa to supervise the preparation, because he didn't want to take chance where he would go and find the venue not secured or the police, blah, blah. The way those guys had wanted. So after that, William Ruto and his team started a propaganda message that Raila Odinga is now focused on the politics of elders rather than the 2027. Well, in real sense, what was being played there was 2027 politics. So Raila Odinga had to take charge of it. And lastly, if you ask me, if Ruto had succeeded, then it was going to give him the opportunity to launch another target. If you've been following the way Kenya Kwanza are operating in Nyanza, it's similar to what they tried to do in Mount Kenya and succeeded. But here, they've failed. William Ruto has organized 7 women. There's 7, some, I don't know, low professional women. If you look at those lists, it's the same one who defected to UDA. It is the same one who are attending their events as stations, the same group. So Raila Odinga didn't want to give him a chance of focusing on the next target after successfully taking control of Luo Council of Elders. I don't know what you think, but the truth is, William Ruto has now dealt the Nyandiko group a major blow for 2 main reasons. Number one, the Nyandiko group are now viewed as rebels. They are viewed as collaborators. They are viewed as betrayers. Previously, there was these are just elders fighting, these elders fighting. But after Friday's event, it is now clear that Nyandiko group, in the eyes of the Luos, are being used to fight this other group. Number two, the legitimacy. The Nyandiko group had wanted the legitimacy because they claim that they have the certificate. Remember, Otonde died. Then, Undugiranda is a replacement of Otonde. In July, there was a major event in Homa Bay, which was called Pinyilo. The Nyandiko group went to court and successfully obtained a court order to stop that event, on the account that Undugiranda was not legitimately elected the chair of the Council of Elders. That event went, Raila Odinga and his team went ahead with that event because according to Raila Odinga, there was no way you can stop a political event. And of course, even if it was a cultural event, are not entitled to whatever they were being accused of. So for them, they told them, we are not going to install Undugiranda, our event is going on. So they went on. So that's the genesis. So the legitimacy is now on the Undugiranda side. They are the people who are now being viewed as the legitimately sworn in or elected Kir. Nyandiko group and the team will continue moving around Sugoi and attend events organized by William Ruto and the team. For now, there's a new Luo Council of Elders. And hopefully, I don't want them to play politics. I really want them to just play the role of Council of Elders. But if you look at the history of the Council of Elders in this country, one thing is familiar. Since the days of Patni, when Patni took these elders to Libya, and each of them were given Prado, that's where the politics started. If you go to Mount Kenya, you can be sure there are two factions. If you go to Kalenjin, two factions. So those two factions are there. One serving this, the other serving that interest. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.